This week on the Push Pull Legs podcast, touching clients, condiments, and heart rates. Two, one. I've had a haircut, Daniel.
Hey guys, welcome to the Push Pull Legs podcast with myself, Dan Meek.
Wow, AI is not gonna like that. It's not have a clue what you've just said.
Never mind.
It gets it wrong every single week in the captions.
I'm not surprised.
It
It's
can't
probably
understand
my
your accent.
northern twang and just can't get it out. But yeah, how are you, mate? You good? How's London? Is it red hot? Everyone's moaning about the weather, of course.
Well, this light is making me look red hot.
Oh yeah,
I probably need it better. I don't know what's going on. That makes it more red, doesn't it?
that's more red. Yeah,
Don't want that
very
one.
red. Yeah.
That way is a little more pasty, more like you. Fine.
Yeah, there you go.
Good. Yeah. Found a new barber, didn't I? Gone to a new barber. It's nice. What barber? Polish lady. Can you call a barber a lady? Is it just a definition of like sex, or is it like gender thing, or is it like just because they cut men's hair and
I
women?
thought it was barbers did men's hair. Yeah,
So you can still be a female barber.
I think so. Let's find out, Tom. I'll just type in barber definition. A barber is a professional trained to cut, style, and groom hair with a primary focus on men's haircuts, beard trimming, and facial shaving.
Okay. So you can be female.
Yeah.
In my
Yeah,
head, it's not to do with who you're cutting. It's the person who is doing the
And
cutting.
the haircut, yes.
Yeah, correct.
Yes.
So interesting. There we go. We've solved one of life's mysteries today, guys. Good job.
Yeah, easy.
But yeah, very fun. After I got annoyed, I'm not good with people. You're not either. I think you're very similar to me. I'm early for things. I don't
Yeah.
like cancellations. I don't shift people's times when they have meetings with me. Blah 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 blah. If people don't show up, I get very annoyed. Or like if they're not on, like the whole Alan Shearer thing. If you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. If you're late, it's fucking disgraceful. And I don't like that. So my previous like hairdresser, barber, whatever. Once I had to wait for nearly an hour whilst I was sitting in there. Yeah, I was like,
I'd have walked out.
yeah, I was just like, this is insane. Whilst they're faffing. And then another one was I booked in a time at 1 o'clock, and then they messaged me at 10:30 saying, "Oh, by the way, mate, I'm going to see you at 3 today." No, I was like, we booked one. He's like, "Does it not work?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "I've organised my
Otherwise,
whole fucking
otherwise
day."
I'd have booked three, wouldn't I? If I wanted to.
I was like, if you need to move me, just ask. Don't. Also, he didn't ask. He just said, "I'll see you at 3." Like, I'm giving the person the finger. So I was like, "Yeah, I'm done. See you later. Don't care how." That was the one that cut my hair for my wedding. So I was like, I continued with them because they did a good job. And then I was like,
Oh, okay.
"Go fuck yourself." Yeah, not cool.
Yeah, no, I couldn't deal with that.
I couldn't deal with it. Correct. Yeah. Chloe still goes and sees him, and I was like, "Was he late today?" And she was like, "Yes." I was like, "Shock."
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
And some people, I guess, when they're at that level, think they can do that, right? They think it's kind of like they're right if they're, a good hairdresser or whatever,
Awful.
that they can do it. But
Can't do
for
it.
me, it's just a sign of disrespect. Massive.
Correct. Yeah. It's my time's more valuable than yours. I'm sorry. I'm the client.
Yeah.
I'm the client.
Yeah, literally.
Surely.
Imagine you do that with PT. I'll see you
Right.
at 3 instead. I'll see you later on.
Yeah. Yeah. They'd be like,
Can't do that.
what? That was always one of the ones at first base, isn't it? Like there'd be people who just never quite got busy. I was like, well, you keep fucking moving your clients around or cancelling them. Like,
Yeah.
generally a theme. Like you have to be available, isn't the best thing. Like you're not going to be very good. Anyway, there's a lesson in there for online coaches. Mm.
Fucking hell, don't talk to online coaches, mate. Jesus Christ. They can't even get a check-in done for someone on the day that they should be doing, never mind a certain time.
Mm.
Oh, just got too tired today. No, you said you got it done by the day. Do it by the day. Like, yeah. I wonder why your clients leave you. That'd be why.
Yeah, so funny.
Useless.
Very funny.
So useless.
Anyway, but we're all good. Hopefully, providing all stuff. I could be moving next week, so I don't know. I don't know where my desk will be. Don't know where anything will be throughout next week. So the chances are there's not going to be an episode because yeah, I might be busy.
Yeah, you will be
I will.
very busy. Well, I'm then in the UK for 2 weeks.
All right, cool,
after
wonderful.
that.
No,
So
no, we'll just do some solo ones.
be
I'm
busy as
gonna
well.
do just singing episodes into the.
Yeah, yeah. Or just have a little summer break, Summer break. We'll have a bit of time off, haven't we? Summer break. I feel like I've had too many breaks though from the podcast, but yeah, we'll see when I'm back. I might have to do one of the weeks, that I'm back for. But anyway, what have we got on today, Tom? What have we got to talk about?
Well, because you're always just excited about doing top fives now. But you didn't even tell me I didn't post about it last week. My apologies. And what were people's
Well, everyone
react?
said I was right. Obviously, everyone says I'm always right. They always say that. They say, "What the fuck's Tom smoking?" That's the general. That's a general consensus, Tom. Do you want me do you want me to find out? Let me just find some of the things I had in relation to it.
What did we talk about?
Um,
What was the top
I'm
five?
just checking. I'm just checking because I can't remember because I've deleted it off my notes now. Um, what would it have been? Oh, it was soft drinks, wasn't it? Dr. Pepper was top.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah.
was it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Someone said you need to check your hard drive because you picked Fanta. I was like, near the top. Everyone was like, what the fuck you picked Fanta for? Awful. And I agreed. Um, so yeah, no, that was it, wasn't it, Tom? Everyone agreed with me over you, basically. So,
Very
that's
funny
fine.
how that works, and I'm sure if I post it, then I'll get some more agreements. Actually, I don't know.
Yeah, but you
I
didn't post it, did you? But you didn't post it,
didn't. I
Tom.
didn't.
So
Yeah, I couldn't
we've
come
only got my feedback to go.
with my army, which.
Yeah, sure, sure, sure. Well, today we've got condiments, so we'll go through the condiments and we'll
Ooh.
see what happens with that one.
But yeah, well, we got to we some actual topics. I did,
I done.
I done, I done a lecture.
Ooh,
Believe it or not, words came out of my mouth and it like imparted knowledge for like 45 minutes. It's insane. But
never knew that would happen.
I had a lecture in the group, obviously the coaches group. It's always open. About heart rate. It's been quite. I feel like this month has been very eye-opening for a lot of coaches because it's not something that, unless you're like really, really, really into high rocks, I don't think it's stuff that you kind of look at. And even then, like, I don't think you look at heart rates data and stuff like that.
No.
So we used. I challenged them to start using like physiological targets. We'll talk about it. Physiological targets instead of like normal performance-based targets. So I talk about performance all the
Mhm.
time, but that's like, oh, run to this pace or go to this stuff. But before you even get there, having a heart rate monitor is probably fucking good. You've probably used one. I think you've used heart rate monitors in the past then.
Yeah, we used to do them all the time, didn't we? Football.
Yeah, yes. It's almost like the one thing that can't lie. Like it's yeah, it's on a
Yeah.
beat. So which I made a point about today. One of my clients ran an hour five. I basically gave him a 2 week window because he's got a race in 3 weeks. I was like, you can run a 5K like effort for like full beans. I'm not going to program it for you, but you've got these 2 weeks just whenever you feel good. This is a weird way of programming it. I don't think many people would kind of think this is okay. They've got 2 weeks to do something, but I was like, look, you just need to get it done before this 3 week time thing,
Mm.
before we taper. And then I was just like, look, just whenever you feel good and you feel like it's a go day, go do it. It's absolutely fine. So he did it today. Um, just just dropped down an extra like minute and a half off his 5K PR, didn't he? But his heart rate
Oh,
went up
very
to
good.
191.
That's pretty high.
Pretty high. Yeah, pretty gross that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
had 188, 189 last week on one of my repeated 800s or repeated 600s. Fucking gross.
Oof,
Fucking gross, mate.
awful.
I don't think you've had, unless, I don't know, look, after Laura's cooking, maybe you've had
But I think I mean, I get that walking down the street, so I probably had it recently, to be
But
fair,
we'll,
not fit
we'll
I
chat a
am.
little bit about heart rate and how you guys can use it. And we want to talk about touch points as well. Mm.
Touch points, yeah. Interesting one, isn't
As
it?
you can
Touch
see
points.
from Dan's face, if you're on YouTube, if on just the pure silence out of him, he's very wants to talk about touch points and thinks they're the biggest hot topic in coaching right now.
I just I find myself a lot of the time having to teach coaches how to be human beings, and it really worries me. It
Right?
does worry me, like for sure. In fact, let's go on that now. Let's go on touch points now.
Do
Let's do
touch
that
points now?
now.
I think what you
Yeah.
should put that like I put green, and I've realised kind of a green looks like I don't know. like either very sinister or something like
Bit
that.
sinister, yeah, a bit
But,
horror
yeah,
house
but
kind of
I had
feel.
blue last time, and you had blue. I don't like it. I didn't like have the same. So everyone green. I should probably change this to something else, like purple, something like that.
I can change mine if you want. Do you know what
Or
I mean?
like
I can do
red
mine.
or
Purple.
green looks like I'm
Can
ooh,
do purple.
you've got yours on your desk.
Can do white. Can do
Yeah,
white. Can do red. Oh, that looks a bit weird, doesn't it? Don't
yeah.
like that.
See now we both look evil.
Yeah. I actually probably need it on white to actually fucking do it because my lamp's fucked, isn't it?
Is that
So
what was distracting you 2 seconds ago? And you were like, oh,
yeah, orange,
see my
red.
lamp's not.
The red's a bit too dark for me. I
My
don't
lamp
like it. I'll
can
go with the
go.
white one.
I got too many
Um,
lights. To be fair, I've got
the
one.
touch point thing, like I just feel that like coaches, right, ask questions. And I don't mind asking questions if they don't know the answer to something, but like when it comes down to just being a human being, like I kind of worry that you're in the wrong job. So for example, we got asked, "Oh, how many touch points should you have with a client?" Right? And I go, "Well,
Just to rectify, a touch point is just perhaps a message, sending a
yeah,
message to a client throughout the week when it is not, it's basically any contact outside of a check-in. Touch point.
yeah." So essentially, you have a check-in with someone, and you cover everything, and then you have touch points where if you need to, you touch base with people, right? Now, I've never had official touch points within my coaching because chances are most clients will message you during the week if they need anything, and then you'll go, "Hey, is everything okay?" I feel like clients that need touch points don't do good enough check-ins. So the clients that need touch points are the ones that do written-based check-ins. They do really shit voice notes that last 30 seconds. They don't provide any extensive feedback. They don't challenge their clients and ask them questions, right? Because majority of the time, what I would get off the back of a check-in would be a text to say, yeah, all understood, get that.
Yeah.
Based on what you asked, this, and this. I'll do this week. I'll check in next week. Wicked, cool. So I don't think you need, if you're a good coach, you don't need structured check-ins as in, well, every Wednesday I message all my clients on a Wednesday, right? The coaches that do that, A, think they're providing a better service. They're not. And they think they're doing it so that their clients don't leave them. So then they worry if they don't reply to those touch points. They go, they're just busy. They don't need a touch point. They're just busy. They're not ignoring you. They're not going to leave. And then you start bugging them and annoying them for a response, and they go, "This isn't worth it. I don't need this babysitting malarkey." Right? That's number one. Number two is that it should be individualized. I had a touch point. I checked in with a client
You were
yesterday
about to say
or
I touched
today.
one of my clients.
Touched a client. Yeah, touched one of my clients. I sent him a message this morning or last night. I can't remember which one it was now. Saying, "Hey mate, how have things been since our call?" Because it was a very heavy call, it was a very heavy conversation, and I challenged him on a few things, and I knew he'd need checking up on because it was a heavy gig. Happens rarely, but it does happen. The fact that coaches are asking questions on how they should do touch points and how they should do these things, again, it concerns me because it should be so individual to you as a coach that you should know when your clients need a touch point based on what you're, again, based on whether they've cried on their check-in, whether they broke down, whether they said that things were difficult, whatever. I just really get worried when coaches ask very basic questions like that. Like the one I get is like, "How would you reply to this message?" I'm like, come on, you're a fucking human being. How do you want to reply to them? But then nothing else. Not, "Here's what I was thinking of replying. Is this okay along the right lines?" Yeah, of course it is. But it's that makes you a coach. It's that ability, those soft skills, what actually make you a coach. And I just worry with the frequency I get asked these sorts of questions. I always ask them, "What would you want? Do you want a touch point?" No. Right. So do you think they need them? Like, again, I've got a few. This is going off on a bit of a tangent. I've got a few coaches that are doing really well and really, really good, and they're just like, "Yeah, I'm just always on my phone. Like I'm always texting clients back." And I'm like, "What are you saying? What are you doing in those?" Because I've had as many clients as you, and I didn't have 65 messages to get back to. What are you doing? And like, you're not doing enough in your check-ins. You're not providing enough. And I was like, and you're babysitting people.
Yeah.
You're not actually coaching them. Because as I said to him, he's like, "Oh, I worry if I don't, reply to the messages. I don't reply, they're going to leave." And I was like, "You never message me. I don't worry that you're going to leave because we have these calls. You get enough out of them. I put you on the straight and narrow, and you go away and you do what you need to do." I was like, it's that straightforward. You go, "Okay, so how do I get more clients like me then that don't message?" Well, you make sure that in your content you refer to it, you talk about it. You mention that's not coaching. You mention that's babysitting. You mention that's not what you're going to get. Lo and behold, they're not going to bother you all the time. But when you reply instantly, they think they've got a babysitter there that looks after them all the time. They have to think for themselves. Coaching is getting someone to think for themselves
Yeah.
and think differently about things, challenge their perspective, not give them the answer to every single little fucking thing, spoon fed for the whole of eternity. Winds me up. Like, I don't
I,
get it.
it's a weird one as well, like because obviously the touch point scenario we've chatted and obviously like hopefully everybody gets the 24-hour WhatsApp. coverage or whatever it be is complete horseshit. We get that. Um, and just to peek, what I do is in my diary, just like I have what kind of content I'm meant to be posting that day. I have two bits that says outreach and touch points. And in my diary, those don't move every single day, but they are generally the times that I sit at my desk for the first time of the day and then after lunch for the second time of the day. And I will just open WhatsApp. If somebody's messaged me, I message them back. Literally that. But it's something I learned from something we implemented in the PTC, and it's something that's since come on into my client contract or whatever you want to do in the if they agree to these terms. And I have like we used to have it was basically open desk time, team time, whatever time. It's an allowance of time where you can message me and I will respond between these 2 hours and so I'm not disturbing your work and you're not disturbing my work. Okay, so vice versa. So it's like quite a lot of businesses do it. So they're like, all right, this is contact time when you can message this person and you're not going to distract them from what they're fucking doing, whatever hours they may be. I think laying those out to clients, then they're not expecting if they
Mhm.
message you at fucking 6 p.m. you will pick it up whenever you do that next like work hours or office hours. It's called like open office hours or whatever it would be. And if that is like from 9 till 9:30 the next day to catch up with messages that people have sent overnight, then that's when it would be. And I would suggest if you really struggle with those boundaries, you do open office hours.
Mhm.
You do it, but obviously, like, do it from a month. Give people like 2 weeks notice and be like, I'm starting to implement this. I think it'd be good for regularity and all this kind of stuff, so you know when I'm contactable. Very, very simple. And then if you realize, but the whole who do I send messages to? Yeah, I don't go after people. I'm very similar to you. Be a human being. If they've had a tricky, I know if somebody's had a hard session or they've had testing, for example, I know who has just had a 5K test or who's got a 10K race coming up. I know who was struggling with their deadlifts last week, and I might message them about that. That's it. I'm not gonna like
Mm.
chase somebody who hasn't messaged me. Like, it's fine. I just know from their check-in, like a guy called Ted was really struggling with his lower back and his kind of deadlift performance. He also was sick last week. So I'm like, I might just catch up with him on Monday
Mm.
because I know he was ill. Never know. I know one person flamed out and kind of the heat got to him on a test. So I was like, cool, probably make a note. I'm gonna make a mental note. Didn't write it down. I just know I have to message Sam. Like, just be like, what up? Feeling better?
Mm.
That's it. So that's again like just being a human being. But you know what time I message them? Open office hours. There we go. Which is a super simple thing to do. But you won't know that unless you've worked in a business, I don't think. A bigger business than
Mm.
just yourself in terms of a tactic, and had like employees to do whatever.
It's
Um,
just always that fear for me of like people go, oh, they're gonna leave me. It's
don't leave. Like, yeah, Jesus.
like again, I just think I go like, no, that's just you and your lack of confidence in your own ability as a coach. Like,
Mm.
they know with that. So yeah, just lots of
And
things
just
to work
just
on all the
to put in
time.
perspective, guys, if you're thinking, fuck, like those I've got like two half an hours or like slots, they never it doesn't take half an hour. Like my messaging back to like maybe I've got let's say on average I've got like 12 to 14 messages a day to reply to. Like takes me less than 10 minutes. 10,
Mhm.
10 to 15 minutes to respond. That's it. Because they know what they've got from their check-in. They know what's on their programs. They know it'll be like, yeah, that was awesome, sweet, awesome. Just a quick question. There's this squat like that.
Yeah.
Cool. Absolutely fine. Like 2 second voice note, I can respond throughout the week before they check. I think people have that anxiety that it's going to be like a really long process. And I've had it before where I'm like, fuck, I can see my messages racking up on my business side of my WhatsApp. And I'm just like, oh, this is going to take a while. And it never fucking does. So I'm like
No.
over that anxiety there.
Yeah, exactly that. It never takes as long as you think. Like,
Yeah.
and for me, it's just that whole thing of like when people send long voice notes. I just wait. Like, if someone sent me a voice note and it was really long, didn't need reply straight away. I just wait until my chat till the check in. I go, right, I'll cover it on check in. Like, people have this incessant need to
Correct.
reply to
Yeah.
things so quickly, and I go, well, you're creating this environment where, again, that's going to happen, isn't it? Because you're replying to it as quick, just as quick as it comes in.
Because that's the same thing as well. I have very, it's just setting boundaries. All the guys, when they send videos, technical videos, I'm not watching that until check-in day. They all know that. They're not expecting a response as well.
Mm.
Like as soon as the people, I've had like two new starters last week, they know. I'm like, yeah, send it throughout the week so you don't forget to send it. And I'm just gonna scroll back. Believe it or not, I can scroll back and look since when I did my check-in and look at all the
Mm.
videos that you sent me. Really, really simple. You don't have to, like, if you've got that boundary, don't respond to that video. Like
Yeah,
that technical video. Do that. That's what check-in time's for. That's the time you set aside for that person, not trying to chase your tail and correct it straight away. Yeah.
for
Anyway,
sure. Yeah.
top five. Mm.
Top fives. Today's condiments. Now, it's always controversial because I've had to pick five, right? There's obviously more than this, right? But I've gone with the five more popular ones, and we can decide what our top five is. I've gone with basically stuff that people might choose to have on a burger is the majority of them, right? And then there's a couple of others in there that maybe you wouldn't. But anyway, I'm going to roll with them because these are the five more popular ones, right? So we're going to go with it. Number one, as in not number one, but we've got the first one to go through. Ketchup. Pretty self-explanatory. That was always going to be there. Ketchup. Now, when you're ranking them, Tom, I think we can rank them from multiple things. Obviously, taste. Obviously, you can pick whichever one you want. Heinz, Hellmann's, whatever. I don't fucking care. I'm talking about the concept of ketchup, right? This is your favorite thing, right? I don't care what you're having it with. I just mean as in like versatility. Is it going to be an important one? How often you can have it and enjoy it, I think is another one. Like some condiments you only have once in a blue moon. Like some of them are a bit more enjoyable, right? So we're gonna go for all round, like how much you actually enjoy it when you have it, or if you just have it just because it's there. Like again, enjoyment needs to be part of it. How much you feel it adds to the meal. Do you know what I mean? All these things you got to think about, right? So first one, ketchup. Obviously, second one, brown sauce goes hand in hand with ketchup. Wouldn't have that on burger, but goes hand in hand. Mayonnaise, mustard can be English, American. I don't care, whatever you want. What your favorite mustard, and then barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce is the rogue one. I could have gone salad cream, but I kind of went with barbecue sauce. Um, I think they're the top five most popular. I don't know if I've missed one. Have I missed anything? No, I think they're the top five
No,
most
it's
common.
just super interesting. Like of I think because I'm a big sauce guy here,
Yeah.
big sauce guy. And it's
I
just
nearly went sweet chili as well. That's always not another option. I think that's more popular
um,
recently.
I'm
Yeah.
just I'm just think maybe we'll discuss it afterwards or like the most used sauces in my household. I
Right, we can
don't
get
think
niche after that.
don't think of these.
Okay, I'm just going. These are the broad. These are the
Yeah, yeah.
broad things that people pick,
These are the
right?
broad like white people like enjoy.
Correct.
Yeah, great.
And I always go with like UK British kind of based. Do you know what I mean? Like the
Because
ones you're gonna get.
I think that the most used sauce in my household is sriracha. I'm pretty
I
sure.
don't think it would be for most people though.
I don't think it would be. I know, I guarantee it would not, most likely for most people. But I think we have a smoky and a normal sriracha, and I'm pretty sure those are the ones that we use more often than not. We just had we made a
Yeah,
salad
but
yesterday.
you're not gonna have that with your bacon sandwich, are you, Tom? Your sriracha
Well,
sauce. You're not. No, you wouldn't. Don't even pretend like you would. Right.
we had a
I just
bacon
went
sandwich
with
the other
again. I went
day.
with broad. I went with more broad, like
Mm.
traditional UK based, right? British based. Sorry for anyone who's not British, right? I've gone with those, right? As the thing. So
Okay.
number five, Tom.
Fucking hell. All right, straight in.
Come on, Mr. Sauce guy. You should fucking know.
Up, up. So the worst one. The all right.
It could be worst as in flavor. It could be worst as in for versatility. It could be all sorts of. I think they all need to be factored into the score you get.
Okay. I'm gonna put this one here, but I do think I do need to retry because I haven't had it in a long time, and I generally had a disdain and dislike for it.
Okay.
And you're not gonna enjoy this take, which is brown sauce.
You've not had the right brown sauce, mate. Do you know
So
what you
brown
need to get,
sauce,
Tom? Do you know what you need to buy, Tom? You need to buy
HB.
Tiptree brown sauce.
That's like my My brother-in-law used to work at that factory.
Mate, get that brown sauce and tell me you don't like brown sauce. Get it and tell me you don't like it.
Tiptree brown
I'm
sauce.
telling you
I don't
now,
like
Tiptree brown sauce.
Wilk. I
It's
don't
actually a really nice blend between ketchup and brown sauce.
Wilkin
Brilliant.
and Sons. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know this.
Right. So number five, Tom's got. I need to write these down tonight. Number five, Tom has gone brown sauce.
Yeah.
Okay. Number four.
See, you throw me off on like versatility, all roundness, doing
I think
whatever.
it all matters. It all matters.
Because versatility, like,
Well, just think about how often you would have it, or if it was on a menu, or if it was added to something. You go, oh yeah, I fancy a bit of that. Or if it was, like there's all sorts of things to think about when it comes to condiments. I think people are just straight away go too much to what am I having with my chips? No, no, no. Come on. Like
yeah,
let's
no,
think more logically about like certain of these things of these you could add to you could add to side dishes that would make them even better. So like for me, like mustard mash, you could have cheesy mustard mac and cheese, right? There's all sorts of variations. What I'm saying is like you can't just run in and go like, oh no, that's number one or that's number two, just based on what you have with your chips or your bacon sandwich. I think you got to think more
and
broadly.
like variations of, like,
I'll accept variations of as well because yeah, it's like that comes under versatility, right? If you had
okay,
like
yeah, yeah,
I don't know, you had like
versatility of it.
wasabi mayo, like yeah, okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
Mayo's
yeah.
good for
Okay,
that
so
because
I'm gonna go barbecue sauce as the next one. That's my.
BBQ sauce.
It's too
Okay,
sweet. I'm sorry, it's too sweet. I,
hey,
I used to absolutely love
hey,
it.
it's your choice, Tom. Don't
Used
let
to
anyone have a go at
absolutely,
you for your
I
choices.
used to absolutely love it, but in my old age, I'm bitter and it's too sweet.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna go mustard.
Mustard number three.
Yeah,
Okay,
versatility. That's what I'm thinking. Like variations
yeah,
of. I'm gonna go
yeah.
ketchup next.
Ketchup.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
I'm thinking that I reckon I have more. I don't have normal mayo pretty much ever, but I will have every variation of mayo. All the like garlic, spicy, wasabi, whatever,
yeah.
sriracha, all those kind of things. Peri peri. I will go after those, and I will have them with chicken. I'll have them with like different meals. I want to dip pizza in it. I'll put it on like a chicken burger, all that kind of shit. Yeah, I'm doing that. I just don't think ketchup's that versatile. That's the thing. It's on a
Mate,
burger. It's with some sausages and some chips.
yeah, I think right. My list right then, for several similar reasons, right. So number five, barbecue sauce. Agreed with you. Too sweet.
Too sweet.
Can't have it with anything other than beef. Like, what do you have it with? You can't have it with
But
anything. You have it
I'd dip it in like chicken, but then I'd be sick of it after
yeah, a
about
bit of chicken
like
maybe, but like again, you're not having it on chips. You're not having it with anything else like that. I wouldn't have it on mash. I'd have gravy. Do you know, like I just don't think it's all that great. Um, so number five, barbecue sauce is there. I've then gone mustard. Now I do like mustard.
I like mustard. Yeah.
But I've noticed, certainly since living here, I very rarely have it with anything. I wouldn't add it to things. I do like the concept of, again, mustard mash, I like the idea and stuff. But I've just realized since being here, I really just don't have it at all. And I don't miss it either. I've never gone like, "Oh, I've got a real hankering for some mustard." I go, no, don't need it. Don't need it in my life, right? Number
Is
four.
that because you don't have that much bacon?
I wouldn't have mustard with bacon anyway.
Would you not?
Not with bacon. No, you might have it with ham, like a joint of ham, maybe, or
Like
gammon.
bacon sandwich, mustard and
Not a
ketchup.
chance.
Mustard
Not
and
a
ketchup.
chance.
Lovely.
No. The only time I'd have mustard would be on a Five Guys burger on a burger. I'd have it in the burger, but it's like that's because it's part of the whole experience. You know, it's
Mm.
American mustard as well, isn't it? But yeah. So yeah, mustard number four. Number three, brown sauce, solely because of Tiptree. That brown sauce is absolutely fucking incredible. You need to try it. Telling you now, it's insane. But I find myself adding brown sauce to like shepherd's pie, mashed potato, like to those sorts of flavorsome things, right? To the point where it nearly went above ketchup because I actually use it more with that sort of stuff
Mm.
than ketchup. Number two, ketchup, same as you. It's there because of the versatility. It's always a nice compliment to a lot of things, but it is starting to, as I'm getting older, come down that list. I think I'm just getting older. I think I'm just same with the barbecue sauce, it's a bit too sweet. And then mayo is the number one condiment for versatility, and enjoyment and things like that, and variations of it, like I said, that you can have. So we agree on the top two, which I think is the
It's
first
rare,
time.
very
I think
rare.
it's the first time we've done that, Tom, with that. But I know people on Instagram are going to get all irate and annoyed because they're going to go, oh, you can't have that with chips. Well, you didn't listen to us podcast, did you? You didn't listen to the rules and the context. People always seem to forget the
And
rules and the
the
context.
the Europeans will beg to differ. You go to like Holland and France, they ain't giving you ketchup, they're giving you mayo.
100%.
Mm.
Yeah. So I think we're good with them. I think I'm happy with your list. I understand the reasons for it as well. I get it. We're not that different. I think those bottom three are the bottom three. I think mayo and ketchup always come out on top
Mm.
because mayo and ketchup, in it. I think it just comes down to mayo's top if you're more sophisticated and ketchup's top if you're still a child. That's it, I think. So yeah.
I just like, yeah, on notable extras, sriracha is used a lot in my household. Obviously, we have like different types of soy, sweet soy, and like salty one, and teriyaki stuff. And I think we drift towards Asian stuff, Asian sauces of sorts. But yeah, we
Yeah.
might have a blend of them. But hands down, I think sriracha is the most used thing because we put it with salad, you put it with chicken, you put it like little on the side, and you don't have to have a lot. That's the thing, like dousing it with fucking ketchup. It's like my sister used to do that with ketchup in every meal. Loads of adults
Yeah.
still do, right? They're like,
No,
no,
I'm not a fan of that. I don't get the whole ketchup all over everything thing. It's
yeah,
just come on.
like
It
great.
just tastes like ketchup all the time.
Uh, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not
Like
that. I'm not that picky on ketchup either. I'm like, it's fine. I'm not
nah,
like
ketchup's
Bath
ketchup.
v Heinz. Like there's only like that really like crappy one at like terrible burger stands. That's about it.
Oh yeah, it's more vinegary, isn't it?
That's just not
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
no point.
But it does remind me of football though.
That big tube,
Nostalgia.
the big
Yeah.
tube one that's like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that's gross. It's got flies all over it, but I'm gonna have it on my burger. Oh,
Of course.
fine.
Yeah.
All right. What do we want to talk about? I'll briefly talk about heart rate, just as some sort of knowledge-based thing, because what we were talking about this week, because I talked about conditioning a little bit last week, and it was a little bit of an eye-opener for a bunch of peeps. And we furthered the conversation on heart rate, and obviously I just talked about peak heart rate. And being able to use heart rate as a mechanism for like measuring people's, I don't know, physiological metrics and stuff would be a
Mm.
fantastic thing. Considering, remember what I talked about last week was the stuff that people were wearing on their whoops, their auras, their garments, the things that they really care about now, is directly affected by more than likely like resting heart rate and like maximum heart rate. They do have a big effect on people's overall health and what it should be, and a big gauge of, especially if people are just working with the general public, right? The biggest thing that they can possibly have is their resting heart rate to decrease. That would be pretty cool. Also, and we both work with him, a guy called Davey, who used to be a big old roid head when he was working. And he will be the first one to admit that. It literally is checking today. Um, and he was like, I've got him to do more cardio and more running, be more health conscious. And he's absolutely loving the runner's high. But
Mm.
he was like, I put my numbers into ChatGPT and we did the same run at the start. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, my heart rate was like 12 beats per minute throughout lower for the same run, the same pacings or whatever. And he's like, I'm fitter. I'm like, yeah, do you feel it? He's like, yeah, this is insane. Like it's different, but wouldn't know unless we looked at very simple metric, which is heart rate.
Mm.
Um, so you can kind of see so I want people to pay attention to a couple of metrics just in case that they want to start looking at those things, which is rest and heart rate would be a fantastic one for people to track. Okay. That would be really cool. Then they can look at perhaps peak. They're not going to use the traditional methods. I'm sure you didn't. What method did you use at football for working out?
We based it off the data. We basically got there as close to max heart rate as possible. Like we
Yeah.
just put them through tests.
Because there's a
They all had
few,
VO2 max tests, obviously, so they all had like the ability to kind of
yeah,
work out
pretty much.
individually based on that,
Yeah,
and
like
then you use that
decade.
in the data.
Correct, yeah. It's like because you're taking someone to complete failure, so you're gonna get like a true response of max heart rate. But let's
Yeah.
probably say most of the people aren't using that. The 220 minus your age isn't fantastic. It underestimates like max heart rate for older and overestimates it for younger people, so not fantastic. I pulled up some data and they were like there was a hockey team of ages like 18 to 20, like under 20s, which means their max heart rate should all be one like in this scope 198 to 200, which is not going
Yeah.
to happen. And their actual when they tested it was 180 to 211. So it's
Yeah.
quite a big range from what is actual and how fit these people are. Um, so there's another couple. You can use something called the Tanaka formula. I'm not going to explain it, but it's like 208 beats minus your age 0.7. But yeah, it's just a little bit nicer if you want to use that. But I would encourage people to actually push their clients every now and again to some sort of max heart rate stuff to be able to see it. But post that, I would like people to see if they use heart rate recovery, basically. So in two different ways. Um, you're gonna do Garmin's do it pretty well, and like most of your watches do it. They might actually have something that measures it if you go onto their data, which is a 1 minute recovery or a 2 minute recovery. That means from a full all-out effort, say 30 seconds, you're going nuts during your conditioning, and then you stop totally, and then you
Mhm.
measure from stop, like your basically where your max heart rate was during that piece of exercise from stop. And then after 1 minute, how much has your heart rate dropped? And then after 2 minutes, how much has it dropped further? And then that becomes your gauge of how fit you really are, because then your blood is shifting around and powering up mitochondria and shifting around blood oxygen levels. And it's a nice way of tracking whether people are recovering very well. Okay. If you're only dropping like 20 beats in that first minute, you're not very fit. You're not very
Mm.
healthy, unfortunately. If you're dropping near the 30 to 40, yeah, cool. We're starting to shift lactate a little bit better. And those kind of heartbeats going down means we're shifting blood lactate or lactic acid a lot better. And you've got these MCT cells that are doing fancy things, okay? Which is all pretty nice. But what that also enables you to do is train your conditioning through your heart rate. So I think a lot of people will always write conditioning of like 1 minute on, 1 minute off, something like that. But what you could do is 1 minute on from heart rate, you're going to try and drop it down to a green zone. And you're just going to focus on your breathing, sit there and until it hits 135, 130, whatever your target is, you're not allowed to go. And then you go all out again for 1 minute and then you bring it down. Okay, so instead of recording perhaps your performance, like the distance covered in that 1 minute, you're recording how quickly your heart rate drops after each set. So you might end up getting like, I don't know, it drops like after, so right here, it's like if it was 60 seconds, then it might be resting for 45. Then the next set might be 60 seconds, then you're resting for 65 seconds. As you get kind of more fatigued, it can take longer to recover and recover and recover. Okay. So it's a different way of programming it and something that people can do as I think most people are becoming more clued up on general health. Recovery stuff is big. So enabling that in your coaching could be a really good thing to do. And it gives away the sheer fucking boredom of always going distance covered or like doing that. So it might be a fun thing to people to challenge their clients and you lean into the technology that they've got probably access to and they all have for their running data, etc. Okay. So that's what I'm trying to achieve for the coaches that I'm coaching anyway, and all the guys in the group. I'm like, right, technology and all this kind of data ain't going away. Why not? Why not do it? And you can kind of sit there and focus on recoverability, which is a good thing.
I
Bueno.
think as well, like it's yeah, I think it's as well as it's a way of going, helping coaches like well, like kind of like what I do a little bit, where it's like just because your client numbers haven't increased doesn't mean you're not doing really good work. And I think like sometimes people go, I'm not, my times aren't improving on how well I'm doing this 5K or 10K. You go, yeah, but look at this, your recovery is loads better. Like it's just around the corner. Don't worry, keep training. It's going to be there because all the other signs are noticing are improvements that are there under the hood, if you want to
Mm.
call it that. which I think people are so obsessed these days with the times they do things in, rather than, again, like you said, how quickly they recover, whether they can do it back to back, whether they can do it the day after. Like we forget to look at how well we're able to do those things than just the time. Everyone's so obsessed with the time rather than, like I said,
Yeah,
how quickly they
the
recover it.
performance metric and being like, cool, we're training for performance, but what is happening physiologically? How have
Mm.
we, like, what can we actually take on as data? And unfortunately, it's not lifting weights. So it's not cool and sexy. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
There you go.
Cool. Bueno.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, coaches, I think coaches, like we said before, on those times in this podcast, they need to know this stuff because it's only getting more and more popular. The
Yeah,
cardio-based stuff,
that's the thing,
performance-based.
right? That's why we're talking about it for like this whole month of like
Mm.
energy system development, and it's not staggering, but it's very impactful that these lectures are the most attended and most rewatched back in the
Mm.
group so far. And I was like, yeah, there's probably a reason because it doesn't get taught unless you go on a particular course and you're not like hunting around for it. It does certainly
Mm.
get taught in level two, level three. It won't be getting taught in any kind of physique-based coaching methodology, or anything like that.
Not at all.
Not a chance. And it has a big effect on being able to, like we said last week, like if you can recover better within a set or within an exercise, you're going to be able to do more volume. You're not going to be completely bent up. Which I think I've got a lad called Tolly who trains at the gym, and he's a personal trainer. And his resting heart rate, he was like, "Oh, Tom, you do a lot of this. Like, my resting heart rate, it's like 70." I was like, "What?
Wow.
Like, you're like 28, 29 years old, like looks incredible, like could bodybuild, powerlift, really fucking strong, like deadlift, like he only probably weighs about 75 kilos, deadlifts 250, 260, whatever, blah blah, really strong chap. Heart rate 78, rested. I'm like, it's not right, man. I like
Yeah.
gave him some conditioning protocols. He's like, I'm fucking fried. I'm like, I can't do it. I'm like, yeah, you're not healthy. I'm like, you're very strong. You're not healthy, unfortunately. I was like, my resting heart rate is
Yeah.
about 45. And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah, I'm fatter than you. Jesus Christ. But I'm probably going to live longer. Um,
Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing in it is it's that marker of fucking longevity. It's just
yeah,
mad.
crazy. Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. All right, you have one more topic, no?
No.
No. Oh, wonderful. Good. I don't speak to you again. No.
Yeah. Yeah. No. 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 Hold on. We did
Oh,
the touch points, didn't we?
touch points. Yeah. Touching
Yeah.
your clients. All good. All right. Any recommendations, Daniel?
No. None
No.
whatsoever.
I watched the first episode of the new season of Silo, and I'm already confused. So if anybody would like to message me
Oh,
or
that's good.
what it is,
Confused.
didn't have the brain power. Obviously, by the time you maybe listen to this, we will know whether it might be coming home. So
We'll see, won't we?
we will see. All right. We're recording this before the Argentina game, so we can only assume we've won, and Messi is awful, and Bellingham is the best. This is so good. This is going to age really well.
Changing of the guard.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. We will catch you possibly in a couple of weeks.
See you later.